Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan and welcome to the channel. Now, as always, my goal here is to simply keep you on the right side of the market so that way you can be making money. That's the reason why all of us put so much time and energy in the stock market in the first place, is to make money, right? So 4 weeks ago, I did a video titled Get Ready to Hedge. I didn't have any crystal ball to see, tell me what was going to happen in the market. I simply used the VectorVest 7 system, looked at its indicators, looked at what the system was trying to tell me to keep me on the right side of the market. Back then, the MTI was rising and getting closer to that 1.5 level, telling me that the market was overbought. In addition to that, a lot of our timing signals were on the verge of being down. Now, that being said, right now, all of our timing signals are down right now. The confirmed down, DEW, primary wave, they're all down right now. The market's been pulling back over the last few weeks, especially with news coming out about Jerome Powell on his thoughts of inflation and how interest rates could be higher for longer. That's the new tagline he is using right now. However, something on a more positive note for those who have been taking profits and have money to redeploy into the market when the next buying opportunity presents itself, well, we're actually getting pretty close to that point here. So let's go ahead and jump into the VectorVest 7 system and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So get ready, we're going to do some bottom fishing. So now we're in the VectorVest 7 software here. We can see the major indices again struggling to stay in positive territory today. The NASDAQ slightly to the downside at 0.02%. The color guard is neutral right now. Now this is the thing to pay attention to. The color guard right here, dead center of the program. Now you can see red lights across the board here dominating most of the blocks in the color guard itself. Thus these indicators are trending down. Now that being said, one of the most important things that you can pay attention to in the color guard itself is the MTI. Now the MTI tracks the underlying trend of the market. It does so by combining the trends of the VectorVest composite. If you're new to this channel, the composite is over 9,000 stocks that we have in our database that we use to represent the broad market. On top of that, we do have the RT relative timing here, looking at the short-term price trend of the VectorVest composite, and the buy-sell ratio, looking at the overall health of the market. Now, these three combined here do form the MTI, and the MTI is very effective at pointing out both tops in the market, which is how I came up with the video about 4 weeks ago on Get Ready to Hedge, and also does a great job when identifying when the market is looking for a bottom and presenting bottom fishing opportunities. Now, when you go bottom fishing here, you want the market to be in oversold territory and you're looking for a strong rally to follow suit. Now, over the years, one of the easiest ways to explain this bottom fishing concept and utilization of the MTI is really just explaining it on the market timing graph. So that way we can get a visual of this information. Now you can see the market timing graph here, the candlesticks representing the VectorVest composite or the broad market of stocks that we're tracking throughout our database. Again, that's over 9,000 stocks if you're brand new to the channel here. And down below we have our MTI here. This tracks the underlying trend of the market. And simply this strategy is very similar to the concept of RSI, overbought and oversold scenarios. You can see back in August, MTI reaching this 1.5 to 1.6 level, giving us some caution, showing us that the market is an overbought situation. Shortly after, the market rolled over. Now, even more recently here, we see the MTI back in these 1.5 to 1.6 levels, showing us that the market is an overbought situation. Now, we do see the divergence between price action of the VectorVest composite continuing to rise for several more weeks, with the MTI trending lower during that same time frame, giving us a bearish divergence. That bearish divergence coming to fruition here over the last several weeks, the VectorVest composite retracing from its high of $67.21 back on the 28th of March. Now, that was about the time I put the video out, Get Ready to Hedge, which you can see worked out very well over the last several weeks with the market pulling back. So if that advice helped you save some money and some profits from this most recent rally, go ahead and type in some money signs in the comment section below and let me know I'm just giving you the right guidance going forward. Now, as we take a look here as far as today, look at the MTI here. It's at 0.74 and getting very close to the historically oversold level at 0.61. Now, when the MTI does get to these levels, doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly the time to buy stocks. You want to make sure that the market is trending higher. As you can see in the most recent example, back in October, the MTI was down in these suppressed levels for just over a month here. So I like coupling this with the primary wave. And if I zoom into a 6-month time span, we can see we started getting primary wave up signals as MTI broke back above that 0.6 level. And the market starting to rise. So when it comes to bottom fishing, simply 3 steps. You want the MTI to be in this 0.6 range here and the market searching for a bottom. You want a turnaround in the market represented by some of our market timing signals. The primary wave is a great signal to look at. In addition to that, even the DEW does a great job of getting you in and out of the market at appropriate times. And the last thing you're looking for is a blast off day. Now, when you're in the VectorVest 7 system on a blast off day, the major indices would all be to the upside, several percentage points. You would see a big jump in the BSR to the upside, and typically a green light in the price column of the color guard. Now, just because we get a blast off day, we want to get some follow through the next day for sure. As well, when it comes to bottom fishing, tiptoeing into the market is not a bad idea. Now, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to show you some resources where you can find some great stocks for upside potential during these opportunities. Now, that being said, we just go right to the Unis Search part of the program here. On the left-hand side, we have all our search folders. You can see that one I have highlighted here, bottom fishing strategies. And I will tell you that the best of the biggies is probably the more conservative of the range here when it comes to investment types. Jailbreak, this is going to be the mother of all explosive strategies coming off a bottom. Very aggressive strategy, but a lot of these stocks have huge upside potential. Now, if you want to take a more prudent approach, you can do the S&P 400 or the S&P 500. Search is located here. Now, you know I try to keep these videos under 8 minutes, so I'm not going to put all of the concepts and give you all of the information that you may need. However, I want to point you and give you the resources to do the homework. Now, as I always believe, what you get out of life is what you put into it. So if you want to take this a step further and learn more about bottom fishing and the potential to make a lot of money in a short period of time, this is a great place to go. I simply went to YouTube and just up at the top, I typed in VectorVest bottom fishing. From there, you'll see plenty of videos coming up. Here's my last video on bottom fishing here, the 5 secrets of bottom fishing about 5 months ago. Again, this was back around last October, November, when the MTI was at these levels and opportunities were presenting themselves. So if you found this video informative, if you see the potential with the information I presented you this evening, please hit that subscribe button, like the content, share it within your social circles so that way they can make money too. Have a good night.
Hey VV Nation, do you have access to the VectorVest tool, the most powerful tool in the industry right now? No? Well, I'm going to give you an opportunity to take advantage of an outstanding deal. Simply go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. You can take advantage of VectorVest 30 days for $9.95. That's an outrageous price for a trial. So what do you get? Well, you get the opportunity to see how we have outperformed the S&P 500 by over 2,000% for the last 20 years. We'll go down and we can see that we track over 18,000 stocks globally and have access to analyzing those. And we've got 25 years of accurate market predictions. Yes, folks, we time the market. Simply, folks, all you have to do is go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. $9.95 for 30 days, and we offer a hassle-free refund. Folks, take advantage of it right now.
Yeah.